things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense will take the field first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this, you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
To the air, it's Hammond. That's caught. It's Gentry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every...
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Runs for the tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes. Smashes through the tackle. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back on the option to give. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moves away as he feels pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quick completion on the out route. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Caught over the middle. It's Dickey. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He's now up to 83 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The sure hands, it's Roach. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Nice move to pick up yardage. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab. It's Gentry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Florida Atlantic races to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's up to 94 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Pulls and fires complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Bonifer. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back streak right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. It's Wells. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Handoff from the gun.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Owls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. He might want another play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Breaks the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
QB draw.
Breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton.
And the Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Owls.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. On the move is the 30. A lot of room to the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And to have a rush rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. This time he's got his man.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Grab near the marker. It's Roach. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Man, it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job on the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. It's complete. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants it all. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills tonight.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Dickey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Looking down the middle. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Here comes the options. Touchdown, Red Raiders! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quick release by the QB. Bust through behind his pad. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mooney. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
There he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
At the 45 on its way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football corner, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Power football with the run. And again, stopped right in his tracks. Nowhere to run.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He is
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man. Need to keep that drive alive. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's nickel. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The throw. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They booted away on fourth down. And the ball comes to rest right there. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one you'd like to do.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Spins away from the defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Gonna run it. It's Dickey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Using the quick game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw again. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. And the Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They want that clock to run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To throw, it's Hammond. He's got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation.
Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, they're after him. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting...
Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they